Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another podcast from Overbyte Gaming. I got it right this time. With the wonderful and majestic Snare, accompanied by my lovely co-host, wearing a miniskirt. Don't get that idea in your heads. Lee, say hello, Lee.
My legs are underrated.
Yeah, well, not really, but maybe on some weird, twisted niche sex site, but not here at Overbyte Gaming.
Yes, I have many followers. Many.
Yeah, and don't eat the microphone. It's bad for the listeners.
I thought it was sensual.
No, it really, really isn't. Anyway, fuck that. Let's get some christening on the go. I've already got a beer open, by the way, so I'll have a swig. But you can go ahead and. Psh.
Fucking hell. Does that happen with all the girls, does it? Jesus.
There we go. Now we know. Now we know.
I've had some frustrations with dog door fitting earlier, so
Well, that's applicable to a gaming channel. Well done.
Oh, I'm sure they're very interested in Mike's pitiful excuse for a social life.
Well, you know, it's all good and it's all good fun, so it's fine. Right, so today's podcast, Lee, what are we talking about?
That wrestler bloke EC3.
Not quite. I think it's a little bit later than that. E3.
Well, I don't want to talk about that. I've been misled.
Yeah, so I did a video on Wednesday talking about a few things and my sort of first impressions of some of the news that we've been able to consume since all the announcements started coming out on sort of Monday. So I know I was looking at quite a lot of positives and kind of how I was feeling about the games I was interested in, but I thought we'd spend a bit of time today talking about some of the stuff you hate.
Well, I wouldn't say hate, but generally speaking, I don't pay much attention to E3. I mean, it's the case of like every year they come out and they go, "Oh, look at this! You'll have this in a year's time," or "Look at this! You'll have this, but it won't look like this when you get it." So E3, I generally take with a pinch of salt, and I believe it's actually slowly dying off anyway.
No, never die
No,
off.
you don't think so?
No, well, basically, the powers that be in these big companies, they need a platform to kind of stamp their feet and just try and get people's attention, and this is an easy way to do it.
Well, Nintendo and Sony weren't there.
No, but when you have companies like those two, they are absolutely integral to gaming as an industry. You could have a gaming industry without them, but it wouldn't be the same.
But you can't. Could you have a gaming event without them? Ooh.
Well, I think you could. I mean, look at it. I mean, any big company can issue out its own trailers for upcoming games that it's maybe got the money to push the hype for. But I mean, companies like like Devolver Digital, one of my little, I'm a fanboy. Let's be honest. But they're
yes,
kind
I
of.
got a free game from them.
Did you
on
really?
the Epic Store? Yeah, I got the Gungeon thing, Into the Gungeon.
Into the Gungeon, yeah.
Yeah, that's free on Epic at the moment.
Yeah. So companies like that doesn't necessarily have the marketing budget to do a massive push for new games, and the stuff they produce isn't AAA, marketing quality. It's kind of indie. It's kind of low key pixel graphics, that kind of stuff. So for the most part, I think it's a good place to centralize. I mean, it's a lot of people, certainly in the journalist kind of area, will be looking at this to say, oh, we've made it, we've got a pass to E3. And to get that close to games that early is a boon for any YouTube gaming channel or any journalistic kind of outlet. It's important.
Everything they will play will have this little thing down the bottom that says this does not bear any resemblance to the final quality of the game.
Sometimes. I mean, there's others that blatantly don't do that. Watch Dogs in E3.
Yeah, well, Watch Dogs don't make that disclaimer, but they carry the spirit of
it. Yeah, well, despite as I said to you offline, I refuse to actually use that word. Sorry, it's a work thing. But I said to you earlier today that there was a kind of a feeling with Watch Dogs Legion that was announced at E3 and shown off, where you can play any playable or any character in the game as a playable character. If it's as a concept they pull off, it's fantastic. How much it gets watered down and kind of contrived, yet to be seen. But as a look what we're going to try and do, I respect the attempt because that could be a very interesting game. So that's why I like this year's E3.
Yeah, I'm very much up in the air about that one because I've disliked both previous Watch Dogs games. But recently Ubisoft have been doing okay. I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Odyssey, The Division 2, and I've just recently picked up Far Cry 5, and I'm quite enjoying that as well. So what
Ha
the
ha
fuck is going
ha!
on?
Ubi fanboy.
I don't know. It's scary.
You're a fucking fanboy. Just admit it.
No, I still hate Uplay.
Or Uplay Plus.
I'm not paying for that bullshit.
What will be interesting with that, though, as a thing I didn't really cover in my video on Wednesday, was with Uplay Plus, if they start moving towards, you can only get our games through this method, that will be excruciatingly annoying. But I don't think they'll do that.
No, they want to continue to take money from Epic Store.
Yeah. But, the problem is when you had a few suppliers of a subscription service of any kind, it's a one-off, it's kind of interesting, it's novel. But if you start having every single publisher have that method, then it just becomes ridiculous. I mean, you got, for example, with you pay for Netflix, you pay for Amazon Prime, you pay for Now TV, you pay for whatever.
UFC, WWE Network, blah, blah,
all
blah.
these things, and it adds up to far more than a fucking cable subscription or a Skybox or anything per month. Which most people, I would look at and go, that's a waste of money. But
well, to be fair, Sky's pretty exorbitant, so I think we're probably actually still under.
Really? I've never had Sky. I didn't see the point.
Yeah, Dad was on Sky. It was like over £100 a month.
Fucking what?
Yeah,
I bet that wasn't everything though.
That was like sports channels and movies and all that bollocks.
So he did have the big package.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like you get UFC Fight Pass and you've got boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and the UFC stuff. So, fuck it.
Mm-hmm. But I think with subscription models, it's going to be very interesting. If Uplay Plus becomes popular, which I don't think it will, not by a huge stretch. But
No.
there might be some people that have, like yourself, who have experienced some good games recently, and on the back of that might be like, well, why not?
Yeah, but I mean, that's 3 good games inside of what, a year? And they want £15 a month. Does it add up still? It's got to be tight.
Well, you look at companies like Sony, with their PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live and things like that. It kind of, for them, it makes sense, but for a consumer, it's like, well, they've got a good enough catalogue, over 100 games that it might warrant if you want access to all of them. But let's be honest, certain characters or certain games will drive a certain audience. So you can have your Assassin's Creed crowd, you can have your Division crowd, you can have your Rainbow Six crowd, etc.
Yeah, but I imagine if you're a person that's tempted to accept this offer, you're going to be pretty in bed with Ubisoft anyway. So I imagine a lot of those, certainly the back catalog games, you're already going to have.
Yeah, but it's the kind of principle of stuff coming up. So that's probably why they used E3 to announce it, to say, look, Watch Dogs Legion's coming out. We got this new weird roller disco game.
We actually want to make Uplay relevant.
Yeah, exactly. They're just using it as a means to an end. It's like a lot of companies will use a loss producing product to get you in the door so they can sell you the expensive stuff.
Yeah, like the PlayStation 4. Or was that the 3? There was one of them that was making a loss when they sold them.
That was a 3, I think.
I was hoping it was a 4 because they sold the 3 at an exorbitant price when it came out.
No, I think the PlayStation 3, because it was the first Blu-ray player, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the cheapest Blu-ray player you could actually purchase at the time.
Yeah, because they were selling it at below cost to get people to purchase the hardware. So it was the one that was at a loss when it was launched, basically. It was about a £600 console when it launched. That is an opinion, not a fact, if anyone wants to fact check me.
I think it was like 400 or 500. I don't think it was as high as 6.
Well, it came out
the base model anyway.
It came out at 400 quid.
Yeah.
It's definitely over that for the cost. Anyway, so E3, is there anything you've actually liked about E3? Anything come out that's made you go, ooh?
Breathtaking, that's about it.
Okay.
where Keanu's on the stage and someone says, "You're breathtaking." He's like, "No, you're breathtaking."
Well, it became a
That
meme
got
in
me
about
as well.
30 seconds, but
Oh, of course it did.
yeah, I've got a massive
Owner?
amount. What, right now? No.
Well, we're
I'm
talking about
I'm
Keanu. I figured maybe.
I'm just naked. But no, I've got a massive amount of respect for Keanu because anything that he gets involved in, he does do with 110% effort. In terms of getting involved in the project, understanding it, and getting down and dirty. I mean, look at what he did with the Matrix. He basically became a jiu-jitsu fan following his stuff that he was doing. That was my phone. That was just shut up, shouldn't it?
How unprofessional.
Very.
Goodness me.
It's my bloody work phone as well. But yeah, so like seeing him getting involved in a game like that was breathtaking because I thought, do you know what? They didn't need to do that, and to have Keanu involved and be actually part of it. It looks like he'll be an integral part of the game, hopefully.
Yeah, he sort of looks like Handsome Jack was in Tales from the Borderlands, where it's like in your head all the time.
Yeah, or like Deckard in Diablo.
Yeah, a little bit.
That
I
kind
don't
of
know though,
recurrent
'cause
character.
I do have a lot of respect for Keanu, both as a person as an act and as an actor. He's in a lot of good movies. Generally, he seems to pick projects that are pretty good.
For him.
For him, yeah. Occasionally, not so much like Dracula, perhaps.
There was one film he did that was like that's so perfect for him, and I think it was a horror film where he was playing like a hermit. It's like What
Oh,
Lies
is it
Beneath.
The Watcher? Maybe.
No, he was like a neighbor in sort of Southern America, and he was like they knocked on his door and he was like slamming the door open like what do you want type thing. But it was the first time you see him as a nasty person in a film, and he
Well,
kind
he
of suited
was.
it.
Well, in The Watcher, he was a serial killer. I think that had. Oh, what's his name? The original Daniel Jackson from Stargate in as well.
No, it wasn't
James
that one.
Spader.
I'm pretty sure it was What Lies Beneath, where it's like the ghost story.
No, was that Kevin Bacon or Harrison Ford?
No, I'm gonna have to look up on my phone because I'm pretty sure.
Ratio.
Go for it. But I think he was a fantastic like anti-character for him because he was coming off the back of the Matrix, I think, at the time, and to see him doing something like that was just like, oh, he's trying something different. That's cool.
Ooh, Bill and Ted Face the Music 2020. Oh yeah.
Well, him doing Bill and Ted again, I think that's just like he wants to do that for the fans more than anything.
Oh, he was in Toy Story 4 as well.
Was he? I haven't seen Toy Story 4.
No, it's new. So Duke Kaboom is who he plays in.
But yeah, I think it's a really good thing for him to be part of the Cyberpunk game, and I think it's. I can't wait to see it. Really, I can't. I see how it comes out, and actually, as a game, I think I've always been a fan of Cyberpunk, and even with the bullshit that came with the latest Deus Ex game, with the pre-orders and the tiered pre-order bullshit. The game itself was still something that I was like, oh, this is an immersive game for me. I really enjoyed it.
I'm still scrolling. I cannot find the movie you were referencing, so I think you're wrong, sir.
Well, I just think you're not looking hard enough.
It does have 99 entries on his fucking bio, so yeah. I did find the one I was talking about, though, The Watcher from 2000. So I'm lovely and right. Yes.
It was definitely a horror film. It would have been just after The Matrix, I think. Let's see. We're not going to spend a whole podcast searching for his films. That's not really the point of it, but
well, The Watcher was before The Matrix. And The Replacements, which is an awesome movie.
Oh, Speed, that was it.
What?
No, it wasn't. God damn it. It was. Maybe he's not credited. That's what it is.
I'd still be on it, surely, even if it was uncredited.
No, I have no idea what it is. But it was.
Keanu's a meme generator anyway. He's been on Mark Kermode's movie show from 5 Live with Simon Mayo, and he's actually created memes on that show. which is quite cool.
Fantastic. I just can't not like the guy. I mean, the John Wick franchise is just so refreshing and fucking amazing films, both of them that I've seen so far. And
Yeah, but the doggy got killed.
shut up! I haven't seen the third one.
I haven't seen the third one either. That was the first.
Well, I thought you were just ruining it for me because that's the kind of thing you do. But yeah, I remember that.
John Wick shoots lots of people. Film ruined.
Wow, you just clipped the fuck out of that. That was horrible.
Right, it's quite close to the mic.
Yeah. Obviously it's just up your street shooting dogs, isn't it?
In the street.
For context for the audience, when we were playing Division together, Division 2, just to help the review process, every time there was a stray dog running around the street, he'd stop whatever we were doing and shoot the fucking thing.
I was doing my civic duty.
You weren't doing a civic duty. They were harming no one.
Yeah, well, that we know of. They could have eaten babies for all we knew.
Well, the next step is to shoot babies, and that's not something that we want on the podcast.
Besides, I had to shoot them in the second one to see if they'd improved the dog killing.
Such a lame excuse. But yeah, so the unbelievable Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk 2077. And what's your impressions of the game as it's going to turn out? Are you going to be as big on it as you were for Witcher 3?
Absolutely bigger, actually, because I played Witcher 2. It was a good game. And I didn't have any reason to expect Witcher 3 to be as good as it was. But as it was, I now have unrealistic expectations that must be met.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, a lot of people, in recent times, recent couple of weeks and months, a lot of companies getting a lot of news coming out that they're treating their staff badly. And CD Projekt Red is one of those companies that has big crunch culture.
Yep.
So is it going to be a case of BioWare magic, as Jim Sterling puts it, or is it going to be the fact that they are just fucking on point with their games development?
Well, I wear shoes from China that have been built on the tears of children, so I don't give a fuck.
Wow, that fucking escalated quickly. But on that point, there's a bit of news that popped out recently about Nintendo. Did you?
Oh no, they're very good. Apparently.
Yeah, they're delaying Animal Crossing, which caused their stock price to drop by 3%. But that was in a call to make sure their employees had enough time in their work-life balance, which is fucking great. But it's news because everyone else is a shitbag.
Well, it's not news because the CEO took a pay cut, so he didn't have to make redundancies before.
Twice.
There you go.
Yep.
Nintendo is such a strange company because they are wonderful on one hand and just completely backward on the other hand.
Well, yeah, they're working on a more Eastern kind of business model, I guess, if you like. Aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Nintendo Partner Program that they had for a while.
Oh, that was terrible. Yeah.
So what the fuck are you doing?
For those of you who don't know about that, if you were on YouTube doing gaming videos and you had Nintendo content, they would basically say, right, well, you can either give us 70% of your cut that you get out your 55% of ad revenue, or we can take everything on your entire channel for slightly less. And it was like, no, you can fuck off then.
Yeah, we didn't cover Nintendo.
But it didn't harm them because they're fucking Nintendo, so...
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's free advertising. So why wouldn't you want that? Unless you're putting out shit, which Nintendo aren't.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah, but it's the old school way of like, this is our stuff. You can't use it without asking us.
Yeah, that is a super, super Japanese way of looking at it.
But I mean, the fact is that Nintendo have such a tight control on what goes out on their hardware, and they're very, very family friendly. That
less so nowadays. In fairness, I mean, I've got fucking LA Noire. I can go and manipulate the body of a naked dead woman. That's not very family friendly.
And then you switch your switch on. Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, they do have this kind of a bit more. They're working towards the modern end. But I don't know if LA Noire is available in Japan, for example. They might have a different score there.
I've got to correct you. She's not dead. She just wishes she was. Okay.
Oh, I love these podcasts, especially when we've been drinking beer.
I've only had half a can. Give me a chance.
I've had a bottle. I'm well on my way now.
Oh, God's sakes. You and your stupid tea.
No, it was actually a bishop's finger. So,
That what?
well, I had a bottle of beer. So,
It's like a weirdy beardy beer.
yes, and I have a beard right now. So, fuck you.
There you go.
So, Nintendo being a good chap at E3, that's fair enough. But is there anything else that's kind of tickled your taste buds a bit? There must be something.
I've seen 20 minutes from, I think it was IGN playing Vampire Bloodlines 2, which I was very interested in, obviously.
Boring.
Boring. that and Cyberpunk are probably the only two games I'm actually excited for. So.
You mean you're not excited for Watch Dogs?
Oh no, I just don't understand how they're going to do it. I just don't think I'm going to identify with the characters enough to make that an enjoyable experience for me.
I think it's got more pull for me because it's the first one. Or
you just want to fuck around with grannies.
No, I want to be in London and in the UK doing a Watch Dogs type game. That'd be great. I mean, think about it. If you lived in America, then how many games are like set in your fucking city? If you live in New York, like every other fucking game is set in New York City. But for anyone else anywhere in the world, like you can just hope that Assassin's Creed ends up going there. And it's like, yes, Assassin's Creed Syndicate was in London. That was good. That was fun. I enjoyed Syndicate actually. A lot of people didn't, but I really enjoyed it. And now we've got Watch Dogs, so bring it on.
Just play The Getaway.
It's fucking Hammond. I played The Getaway. Was it a 2002 game, I think?
Yeah, PS2, I believe.
Yeah, 2002. It was the UK Grand Theft Auto type gangster game. It was very good, actually.
Well, you had to lean on walls to get your health back, except it never told you, so you didn't realise that.
Or you could just work it out like a normal gamer. I really, really enjoyed The Getaway, actually. They should bring that back and do a sequel.
Yeah, my dad loved it.
But not before they do fucking Infamous. Jesus Christ.
Again, we go to the Infamous card.
Where was that E3, for fuck's sake? Jesus.
Where's fucking Splinter Cell when talking about Ubisoft, for fuck's sake? Jesus Christ.
He was in that mobile game.
Oh, for fuck off.
They've done like a XCOM mobile game. It's got all the Splinter Cell and got like I saw a clip of it. I didn't pay too much attention, but
because it's a mobile game.
Yeah, haven't you got mobiles? They had all the kind of a couple of big character icons from Ubisoft Sphere, and they had he was one of them. So he's at E3.
Yeah, but what I mean is a Splinter Cell game.
Well, it's a game with Splinter Cell in it, so it's the same thing.
No. No.
Well, we can only hope. I mean, for next year.
I mean, there seem to be a lot of fucking mobile games being announced as well, and I'm just like, fuck off with this shit. I don't want to see this at E3.
Well, you've got to remember one thing, Lee, that mobile gaming is still growing, and therefore it's a huge part of gaming industry.
Yeah, but do mobile gamers, people that play fucking Candy Crush, go to E3?
No, but they want to try and drag people away from PC gaming and console gaming to use their apps. So it's as simple as that.
Oh, that ain't going to work.
No, but they will get some people across and therefore make a bit more money.
Do you know what mobile gaming is? It's something for 20 minutes that I have to do every day. Otherwise, I lose all my bonuses when I'm at work. And then when I'm at home and got my PC, I forget a fuck about it and lose all my fucking daily bonuses. Bastards.
Well, I use my Warframe app quite a lot.
Yeah, that's just to check your fucking harvesting on a PC game.
No, it's not harvesting. I'm also building stuff and keeping things going.
Just there's an Eve app as well. You can actually look at your skill training and all that bollocks on that. And you still have to fucking play it on the PC though.
Yeah, but you got to remember one thing.
Go on.
I was just going to say, Eve is one of those games that you're either a massive... It's like Marmite. You're a massive, massive fan, and you're like, I just don't get it. I don't think it's very good.
Well, much like Marmite, I'm kind of nonplussed by it, to be fair.
I put on extra thick.
I'm that like guy in the middle that just proves the rule on most things.
I played it for a little bit, because you can do it as a free-to-play version, can't you?
Yeah.
and then you can. What's the currency called? Like
ISK. No,
ISK.
that's
Yes, ISK is one of them,
ISK.
but
ISK
there's
is like the in-game currency, but I know what you mean. You can like buy currency to
it's like
purchase
it's
playtime with.
equivalent like platinum or like
Yeah,
you get in
I
Warframe.
can't because I remember they released like a monocle when they first sort of started doing captains and cosmetics and shit, and it was like about 50 quid. It may have been even more, to be fair.
But to be fair, Eve is the only game I know of that's actually affected the stock market with its own fucking currency.
Yeah, it is.
It's a fully
It's
functioning
so good, but
economy.
it's just one that's really unfriendly to like solo players. That's
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean,
you can still do it, but you've it's almost like you've got a hand time behind your back.
what's really important with that is a lot of people will be uh, playing with friends or finding people that have got like a lot of experience to teach them the game, and that's obviously a massive barrier for people to get involved in it because you
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean, as
find
we
those helpful
described
people.
as a spreadsheet before, so
Yeah.
and the support were particularly rude to me when I complained when they took the media player out. They're just like, just use Winamp or something. Fuck's sake! Like, Jesus, fuck you then. Bye.
Have you drunk that first can already?
Damn right.
It's not
Doggy
a.
doors are very stressful.
It's not a race, you know that.
Why not? I brought 4 up just in case.
I've only got the one with me, so yeah, I'm gonna have to make this one last. Um, yeah, so E3 is a total thing. I think it's still going on now. I believe it's a week, isn't it? E3.
Yeah.
But all the press stuff has come out. I did see a lot of people commenting, or one of the particular reports I actually watched was Layman Gaming doing we've been behind the scenes and seen some gameplay of 2077 and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Sam looks better with the beard.
Everyone looks better with a beard, Lee, apart from you.
Not me. It looks like my face has developed some sort of weird infection.
But one thing I do really feel quite jealous of is when you, for a press person going to E3, must come away with a whole fucking suitcase of stuff.
Yeah, with the merch.
Yeah, have a jacket, have a fucking statue, have like all kinds of stuff. Like, come
It's
on.
okay. We're going to sell these to morons in the special editions.
That's not me. To be fair,
Yeah. What did you tell me today?
well, I told you half of it. I've done the special edition for Watch Dogs and 2077.
I get the 2077 bit, but like Watch Dogs, come on, you had the last one. It was rubbish.
Yeah, but I've got both of them, and so I've got to have a third one.
Let's hope it's not an ongoing series then.
No, but the Cyberpunk one is a little bit expensive.
Yeah, I can imagine. Jesus.
It's 250.
Oh, you better get a fucking blowjob with that sunshine.
No, do you know what? I was thinking it's coming out near my birthday, like next year in April. So I thought, do you know
so
what?
you're going to get a girlfriend to pay for half of it.
No, I just thought I'd buy myself a birthday present and it'll be that because
You're going to get yourself a card as well.
I don't think I've got any money left. But seriously, I thought, do you know what? Because I'm grateful for my life and that I can afford to literally waste money on something like that for my birthday. And I thought, do you know, I'll do it. I'll do it, and we'll maybe even do like an unboxing for the channel or something.
So what does it come with?
I believe it has the usual
You
affair.
believe you've paid £250, you don't know what's in it.
No, I just don't have it in front of me, but I think it's got the usual fare, like the soundtrack, steelbook, art book, that kind of stuff. But it's got a really nice 10-inch statue.
Oh, what, the woman on her knees one?
With the opening, yeah. But it's
no, I mean like the one with like from the original trailer. Which is
no, I think it's a dude. He's he's in an action pose.
It's not Keanu Nunu, is it?
It's not Keanu. No, that would have been excellent.
They missed the trick, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, they'll release the £500 Keanu edition. There you
go. Well, it's not as bad as Ubisoft's fucking £1,800 statue limited edition thing. Do you remember that?
Jesus Christ! No, I must have repressed that.
No, they had the normal like 17 types of editions that they do for Assassin's Creed.
It was with a roadmap.
I think it was for Odyssey, but there was or Origins, I think. And you had a statue with the eagle and the character, but it was one of something like 1,000 or something, and the price was £1,700.
Fuck me. I don't see why you should pay more money just because I make less of them. Make more, you pricks.
It was ridiculous, but this is what you get, for when you have like 17 different fucking editions, and it's really confusing.
You just accidentally pay £1,500 for one. Yeah, I see where you go.
Right, I'm just gonna try and look up what you actually get with the.
No, you'll break the
special.
stream.
No, I'm using my phone. Don't worry.
Okay, good. Meanwhile, back in the Lee cave.
Yeah, so fucking consenting on fucking cookies. It's ridiculous. Right, so we get
Cocaine. Blah, 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 blah.
So you get the statue. He's on a motorbike with his gun out, and it looks like the base of the statue's branded.
Does it sound very Egyptian?
You get a evidence bag with like stuff inside it, steelbook, stickers and patches, art book, other bits and bobs, and you get all the digital content as well, and it comes in a really nice case.
Nice.
But I don't know what they did for Witcher 3, if they did anything. So,
well, we got some free stuff with the fucking PS4 version, didn't we? Well, you did. I bought it digitally.
Yeah, they included some extra things with the PS4 version, and also all the DLC, wasn't it?
All the DLC. Well, no, the DLC wasn't free. You got a load of DLC free, but not all of it. You got
that's right.
The two big expansions you had to pay for.
So here's the physical items in a list order for you beautiful people that might want to look into getting this. Collector's edition box, which I've said, case for game discs, which is unusual because normally when I bought my last one, it was just a steelbook and I didn't have a disc to put in it. I just don't understand the point of having a game disc box without a fucking disc anyway.
Especially if you're paying that much money.
Yeah, a 10-inch statue depicting V, the game's protagonist, in action, hardcover art book, metal pin set, VTech metal keychain, annotated copy of a visitor's guide to Night City, sealed in an NCPD evidence bag, embroidered patches, world compendium detailing the game's setting and lore, postcards from Night City and map of Night City, sticker bomb set, and all the digital stuff.
Yeah. Seems a bit steep to me because it seems like that's half stuff that you just throw in a drawer and don't look at until like 30 years later. You go, oh yeah, maybe that's worth something now.
That's exactly why I'm buying it. But I'm a fan, though, of talking the special editions. I'm a fan of stuff that is kind of... I don't mind the gimmicky stuff as such, but I like stuff that's been crafted into a really nice box for the game that's kind of displayable. But the best one I think I've ever had was The Last of Us, because that didn't cost anything extra.
And it's a game you didn't finish.
True, that's because it was on the cusp of the console changeover. But in that, you had this like rollout sack bag, and in there you had like a comic book and cards and bits and pieces, and it was all printed.
Did it come with a spunky little girl as well?
No, it didn't.
No.
But I've bought God of War special editions. I bought one for Ascension. It's got a Kratos figure.
Your incomplete For Honor special edition,
which is now complete. They sorted that out for me.
They did, yeah.
But that one was beautiful, though. I don't have any regrets for buying that, apart from the special edition had these 3 helmets from the 3 main factions.
I thought they were coins.
No, they were full bust head pieces.
Oh, okay.
And the samurai one, I think it was, I think it was a samurai one, was just missing in the box. I opened it up, I was like, oh, it's not there. What the fuck? And it took them about 3 months to send me a replacement, but they sorted me out. So well done, thank you, Ubisoft.
At least it wasn't in a fucking acrylic bag.
Oh yeah. Let's be honest though, that was always going to be a piece of shit. I mean, Fallout 76. Come on.
Well, the game, yeah, but like the helmet looked kind of nice, but like the baggie was a bit shit.
Oh, talking of helmets though, did you see the Doom Eternal special edition?
No, I did not.
It comes with a real fucking Doom helmet. Like a wearable Doom helmet.
That's not bad.
I have no idea how much it costs, though.
A lot, I should imagine.
But it's someone in the audience was wearing it, like, oh, this guy's got it, ha ha ha. But
it's like when you see like Hot Toys doing like wearable helmets, and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to even look at the price because that's going to be fucking ridiculous.
yeah, I mean the Doom Eternal Collector's Edition. I'm just looking up now because I want to see how much it is. I'm not going to buy it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Bethesda Gear Store.
Oh God. Yeah, I forgot about that.
£200.
Oh well. To be fair, Cyberpunk was more. You didn't get a helmet.
Let's be honest. It's $200. So it's probably
So
200
about
fucking pounds.
170 maybe.
So and with
180,
this,
180.
and for that money, this is what you get. So you get your digital content, which you'd always assume you're going to get with some kind of physical edition. But you've got the steelbook, looks like an art book or maybe art piece. A lithograph, not even an art book. A law book, a cassette, an actual fucking cassette. Who's gonna? What the fuck?
Christ,
Digital soundtrack.
Cassette, but I have a cassette player. That would be worth it for me.
I think it's a. I'm trying to read on like badly rendered graphics here, but I think it's a digital soundtrack on a cassette somehow. I don't know how that's gonna work. And a wearable helmet.
It's probably got like a flip out USB plug on it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that helmet, you're gonna like be like, oh man, that looks cool. I'll get that. £200. Okay, I'm good to have a Doom helmet. Then it comes as just a series of fucking cardboard panels. We have to punch out the sections and put it together. And Bethesda would be like, oh yeah, sorry, we had supply issues.
It probably would end up being that, but it looks pretty sweet on the picture. Unfortunately, the box it comes in does not look sweet, and it's not worth buying, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you're going to take the helmet out of the box and display it, presumably.
Well, you could do, but I mean, this is the thing. The special edition culture is for I consider myself a collector of them, but I don't go like and get every single game that produces one because some of them are shite, absolute shite, and some of them are good. But
well, to be fair, it's like you see like Ashen's do his special edition sort of clear out thing. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen one of those ones, no.
Because he's like, yeah, this was a special edition. It went for like 80 quid, and I found it in Poundland, and they were like 500 of them in there.
Jesus. But do you remember the Batman one?
What with the Batarang?
It was a really badly made plastic Batarang on a plastic stand, and it was like £110.
Oh,
it was a really expensive one for what it was.
I think not Shadow War. Shadow of Mordor had a pretty good special edition, like statue wise. It had like this big fucking troll thing that was being attacked by a player.
Nice. No,
So,
I think my favourite special dish that I've bought is probably the first Watch Dogs. To be fair, I mean the For Honor one I had was a nice displayable piece, but Watch Dogs has had a lot of stuff in it that was very applicable to the game, and it was just nice tactile special edition that you could sort of have a look at and stuff. And even the Destiny ones weren't too bad. For the stuff you got in there, you could get a ridiculous one, but I only got like a art book and kind of steel book and that kind of stuff for Destiny one. But I actually haven't looked up on Destiny like the next bit because it's after them
special
leaving.
Edition. Go
on, sorry, you just went digital at my ears then.
Yeah, so did you. But never mind, we'll carry on anyway.
No one noticed.
So, I just bought a special edition myself.
Oh, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Yep, just bought one for Dad. Father's Day is coming up.
Okay.
But the thing is, he wanted a Days Gone thing. Days Gone Past?
No, Days Gone.
Days Gone. Okay, cool. I got it right first time. I haven't purchased it myself because I heard mixed things about it. But he was like, oh, that game looks good with the Days Gone thing. Oh, zombies. So I was like, okay, that's a pretty big hint. I'll get him that. So I went on Amazon to get it because who uses anything else but that? And I was like, looked up, I was like, it's 45 quid. I was hoping it was going to come down in price because it's not been particularly well received, but whatever. I was like, wait, there's one for 40. And it's the fucking Steelbook special edition.
It's the what?
It was the Steelbook special edition.
So just a steelbook then.
I think there's like some other bump with it, but I'm not sure. And he got it, and he's like, I got a game, I got another box with it, and it's a Steelbook, the other box. So they literally just gave another box.
They just gave him another box.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I can have my disc in this one or that one.
See,
This one doesn't fit on my shelf, so I'm going to put it somewhere out of the way.
I don't get the idea of. I mean, anyone can throw out an art book because it's basically just going to be like reusing assets they've been working on for ages. But like, if you're just going to get a steelbook and an art book and charge an extra like 30 quid for a game that's not on.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like this was £5 cheaper.
Yeah, I've just looked it up on Amazon. It's £84.
Oh, bonus!
Yeah. So the standard game is 50 quid. If you get the one with limited edition steelbook, just that's the 40 quid. But the special edition is £84, and all you get is a steelbook and an art book. That's it.
Oh, so fucking hell! So it's like £40 for an art book.
Well, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a bit stiff.
That's what I mean. If you're gonna you want stuff in a fucking special edition. You want stuff to immerse yourself in the game, or like see the quality of the statue making and things. I mean, all the Assassin's Creed stuff I've got, some of the Ezio figures and the more recent ones, they're really good figures. Like for what you're purchasing, I mean, if you're into figures, then some special editions from Ubisoft you can't really go wrong.
You know what I like? I like anti-special editions.
What, like free games?
No, do you remember back in the day when you buy a version of Windows, but you buy a version of Windows OEM where you just got the fucking disc and the manual, and that was it? It was just like fucking shrink wrapped together, and it cost you less.
Right? Yeah.
They should do that with games.
What budget? Like white label?
Well, not like white label, but just like, don't give me any of that fucking shit. I don't even need a box. Just give me the manual and a game. That'd be fine. Thank you.
Oh, you want a manual, do you? That's extra.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, we don't get manuals anymore, do we?
No, not at all.
Well, that should be digital editions anyway, because we don't get any of that.
No, you did cut out, but I'll just move on. Yeah, so I think we've completely moved away from E3 and started talking about special editions, which isn't bad.
It is gaming related, which is better than usual for us.
Yeah, that is very true. But I wonder how next year's E3 is going to pan out, because I think you're right in terms of E3's changing, not necessarily dying, but I think it is changing.
It's becoming smaller at the very least.
Yeah, and it'd be the kind of thing that you'd be spending like 10 years working your way up through the ranks and, getting your YouTube channel really successful so you can get a pass to E3 and you'll turn up and it'd be really shit. That'd be tragic, wouldn't it?
There'd be one bloke with a demo disc handing out.
Yeah. Can you play my game, please?
Who are you? I'm from a studio you never heard of. I made this game. Oh.
I mean, there was a couple of bits where I think... the other thing to mention, I briefly mentioned on my video about The Division becoming a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested in that, because I think it could work.
I don't know. It could be a little bit battle thriller sort of thing.
It would have... I'll tell you what film it would be like. It would be like Gerard Butler in fucking White House Down and all those kind of films.
You got to say it correctly. Gerard Butler!
This is The Division! Kick. I think it would be that kind of game, that kind of film where it's the central piece is going to be obviously everyone getting switched on and a big boss. Just keep it like in a almost a traditional martial art flick where it's good guy, bad guy, love interest, gets beaten the shit out of and then comes back and wins the day. Just keep it simple and people will love it.
So you mean popcorn trash?
Well, yes and no, because I don't think any martial art film was really popcorn trash.
Yeah, but Division is not a martial arts game.
No, but that story arc of having a very
Unless
clear,
you can't
simple
get hit
story.
in the head with a fucking sledgehammer martial arts, I suppose.
Well, I suppose it's martial, and I suppose it could be quite arty.
The arterial spray coming from your severed
Free.
brain.
I'll tell you what I watched the other day that I was like, oh, I better check it out. The new Terminator trailer.
Oh yeah, I see that ages ago.
Oh my god, it looks horrible, doesn't it?
It don't look good, to be
Oh,
honest.
I was watching someone doing a review of it and kind of breaking it down in an entertaining way, and
Was
he
it
made a
Mr.
very
H?
no, it was I can't remember who it was, but made a very good point, which was in the original Terminator, the threat of the film was the fact Arnie's a huge, stacked fucking dude who's practically unstoppable with most things, and it took a fucking horrible amount of effort to stop him in the
Uh-huh.
film, right? In the second film, you had someone looking creepy as fuck, Robert Patrick,
Yep.
doing basically acting as a cop. So it's like, well, we're supposed to trust the police, they're the good guys, and it's this guy dressed as a policeman being able to get in all these places and effectively being unstoppable.
And
That's
in the third
scary.
one, it was Kristanna Loken who had big ass titties.
And that's where it started to go wrong because none of the Terminators since have been threatening at all. I mean, they've been, more sophisticated, or there's been, other bits to it, but they haven't been that like visceral threat of a Terminator. Like a Terminator should be someone he will not stop till he's killed you. Like nothing will stop them. But in this particular film, it's like a guy can separate into two, into like a hard chassis and like a soft version.
Shell. Yeah.
And it's like, but he looks like a fucking hipster. Like he doesn't give any threat at all, apart from, oh yeah, I'm a Terminator.
Dude. That's Ghost Rider. What are you talking about?
I know he's Ghost Rider, but he's not being Ghost Rider, is he?
You don't look hipster. He looks fucking Latino, man.
He looks like a fucking New York hipster in that film. I'm sorry. He doesn't look threatening at all.
Dude, your soul is gone. It's getting taken tonight. The spirit of vengeance is fucking coming for you, pal.
That's fine, because I'll just deal with it. That's all I can say. But
Dude, he's getting his own series and everything.
But like, Linda Hamilton said she wouldn't be back doing the whole Sarah Connor thing, and she looks tired and old, and like she's phoning it in.
That's because she's tired and old, mate.
And what the fuck?
Happens to all of us.
What the fuck? I can't remember the actress's name, but she did a fantastic job in the series about the computer company in the 80s. Control Halt Delete.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't remember the bloody name of the series was, but it was fantastic.
She was the one in The Martian that worked out the rover was moving.
Yeah, she's a good actress, but as a Terminator, it doesn't make any sense.
Also, she looks like a fucking man.
No, she's just androgynous. That's all. It's different.
She's like when I watched that, I was like, "Who's this pretty boy?" I was like, I watched like the end, and I saw the name, and I was like, "Oh." Is that what like the woke movement is with the feminism? It's like, yeah, we're gonna be men now.
No, I just think they are probably aiming to appease and garner some support from having a strong female cast. Not as bad as doing a Ghostbusters, but in the same vein of having strong female leads in the film rather than just having a bunch of guys kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah, you can have strong female leads and have no problem with that, but they still need to remain essentially female.
But that's another point of the Terminator films. The first like Terminator film showed Sarah Connor going from a downtrodden waitress to someone in Terminator 2 willing to like murder someone. Like,
yeah, but she was a lot more fuckable in the first one.
But she was just a complete change of character, and that made it interesting. And ever since the kind of, look at Genesis. That was a horrible film.
Yeah. I won't lie. I do derive some enjoyment from it. But I will agree. I won't hold my hand up and say it's a good film. I'll say it's a guilty pleasure film.
It's a film you can watch but not recommend to someone, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of slot it falls into.
Like, Here Comes the Boom. Man, I love that fucking movie. Would I recommend it to anybody? No.
For me, a really bad, like almost TV movie is Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Love that film. I could almost quote it line for line, but it's not a film I'd ever recommend to someone.
Because it's full of shit.
Yes, indeed, but it's a good film. Bloody hell, Lee. But yeah, so on that kind of same film related like discussion, have you seen the latest series of Black Mirror yet?
No, I haven't actually. The only one I've seen is the Star Trek homage one.
What of any Black Mirror?
No, I've seen the earlier seasons.
Okay, it's just up to that point. Well,
yeah, I watched the one where Peggy Carter grows her husband and gets creeped out.
What the clone, the robot AI thing?
That's it.
Be Right Back. That's what it's called.
I can't remember. And the one where a man is riding an exercise wheel to earn credits, and his
15 million credits. Yeah.
Lover becomes a porn star.
Yeah, pretty much. Those. And this is what I wanted to say. Those earlier series were fantastic for the dark endings and the really provocative kind of subject matter and content and the endless Easter eggs throughout. But the current series, without talking about the kind of the episodes themselves, they feel very, very much softer and more just like drama thriller. And they're all set in like current day. There's nothing in it that really feels too advanced, and like one of them is using.
Bandersnatch wasn't set in current day, but then again, I'm not sure it's part of the current series or just like a special that they did.
No, I think it's classed as Series 4, Bandersnatch, because it's a one-off. But this is Series 5 on Netflix, and they're using the. Do you remember the episode where the guy can like replay what he's seen and stuff? Yeah.
The one where he thinks his wife's cheating on him and stuff.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
There's like a grain behind his ear, and then they started to use a similar kind of technology with a little dot stuck on the side of the people's heads.
Okay.
Like in San Junipero.
Where it's around the front.
It's just on the side on the temple. But they use that for a virtual reality kind of thing. And that's an interesting episode, brings up some interesting things, but it's not like, oh shit, this is like horrible. Not like White Bear, where it's the, woman getting chased through a village and no one's helping her.
Oh, is that the one where she's like this horrible?
Well, yeah, but that's not what we want to sort of talk about.
Okay.
But that kind of, that's the kind of the overarching kind of, oh my god, this is horrible to watch, or I'm feeling really uncomfortable with what's going on. This series feels like, oh, it's a story, and now I've had a conclusion to the story. Thank you. It just doesn't feel as satisfying. Bit of a shame. Still worth a watch, but not for Black Mirror reasons.
So they've been like Green Day. They've sold out.
Well, being successful isn't necessarily being like sold out, but watered down is a good term to use.
Well, that's sold out, isn't it? You're appealing to more than the lowest denominator of your niche market. You're trying to appeal to everybody because your paymasters say you must.
Pretty much, but I don't think they have to do that with Netflix. I mean, Netflix is so open to people doing creative things because they've actually knocked it out of the park with some of their originals.
And they contracted Adam Sandler to do a number of movies, so yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They literally don't give a fuck. There's so much like decent TV that's come out of Netflix over the last couple of years that it's just a shame to see Black Mirror going a bit soft, and I want to return to form.
Yeah, but I mean, you always find that, like, Christ, Supernatural, I stopped watching that in like season 7 or something, and it's like season 13 now. It's like, will you just stop, please?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. 7 is the correct length of seasons for a successful television show.
I think there's a few series that I've watched recently that I probably would recommend, actually. Good Omens on Amazon Prime is very good.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you watch that? Because I saw a trailer for it and it looked like it would be up your alley.
It was really good, quirky English humour, alongside a fantastic David Tennant. To be fair,
who's the other guy? I saw him.
Martin Sheen.
Is it Martin Sheen?
I can't remember. Is it Martin Sheen?
The angel guy.
Yeah.
Really? I don't think it's Martin Sheen.
He was in fucking Twilight.
No, it's Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen. Sorry, yes,
They-
not Martin Sheen. Yeah, of course he isn't Martin Sheen. That's Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen is also good in it.
Yeah, Martin Sheen was like in Spawn and fucking Apocalypse
yeah,
Now.
I know. But they've got the same fucking surname. But David Tennant plays a snaky like demon dude so well. He literally is in that series a young Bill Nye. It's so weird. The way he moves about and talks, you're like, shit, this is Bill Nye, but when he was young. It's really creepy. But he does a fantastic job. Watch it. It's a good series.
Okay.
It's only like, I think it's 10 episodes, maybe less.
Have you heard any further news on the Boys adaptation?
No, I haven't.
No, neither of I was asking you.
No, it's, I just hope it gets done well. I really do. I want that to be so good.
Yeah, I mean, after seeing Preacher, I'm kind of like, oh, I don't think they're going to do that great. I mean, for start, you haven't fucking cast. Oh Jesus Christ, what's his name? Cornetto man.
What?
Wee
Nick
Huey.
Frost?
No, Wee Huey.
Oh, Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg. The character was literally based on Simon Pegg. If you don't cast Simon Pegg, you've made a mistake.
Yeah, but the problem is that the Simon Pegg they were modelling it on was a much younger Simon Pegg, so that could be difficult.
Dude, he just needs to be bold and have a goatee. He can do that.
Well, maybe, but he's probably a bit too much on the old paycheck now, isn't he?
Yeah, truth.
But you could get someone else to do an imitation Simon Pegg quite easily.
Yeah, I'm slightly worried because the Preacher show has its good points. Like the fucking hotel room angel fight was brilliant, fucking brilliant,
and hairstyle was fantastic.
Yeah, but like from like someone that knows the story back to front from the comic books, and seeing how they've just like fucking mixed it all up and just cherry picked bits and pieces and put them in out of order, it's just like, man, you can't really do that with the Boys because the Boys is quite a complex story.
Well, it is, but it's quite episodic as well. I think it could work as an episodic thing.
There's enough... I just want to see little Nina get blown up by an enormous dildo.
I want to see the dead superhero have a hamster crawl out of his ass.
Oh, blarney cock.
I just what's the main character is Billy, I think, isn't he? Is he called Billy?
Billy Butcher.
Billy Butcher, that's it. I mean, I remember, and brace yourself, guys, listening, if you're still listening at this point, for some bad language.
Say a rude word because I think I know what he's going to say.
But the reason I carried on picking up that comic was the first page on the first edition where he's sat on a park bench and he's got his dog next to him. What does he call his dog?
Oh shit, Chopper.
Is it Chop? Oh, I hope so, because that's a great name. And so he looks at his dog.
Have it, Chop. Go on.
He looks at his dog and he's like, "You're a good boy." Looks up at the sky and there's a jet stream you'd see from a plane, but it's obviously a superhero flying across the sky. And he's eating a fucking Subway sandwich or a baguette or something. He looks up in the sky and he just goes, "I'm gonna get you, you cunt." And that was like on the first fucking page, and I was like, I'm going to love this fucking comic. I really am. This is perfect.
Glocks are pussy's godson.
Oh, it's just... the thing is, it's an antidote to a lot of like safe comics, isn't it? It's just perfect.
Yeah, it goes pretty hand in hand with Irredeemable, except it has a sense of humour to it.
I'd say, I mean, it goes well with Transmet as well. It's that same kind of anti-hero part to it. I think it's
yeah, no one has a shit gun
though. No, or yeah, that I need to reread Transmetropolitan. I love that series. I'm gonna have to do that. But as a series for the Boys, I think the only thing I've got a problem with it is the name, because it gives the wrong sort of connotation, I think.
Well, yeah, they have the female in there as well.
Yeah. Oh, the Japanese girl, isn't it?
Yeah, the female of the species.
And the Mother's Milk guy.
Mother's Milk. who didn't actually get his superpowers from the special formula, but from his mummy's tits.
who he still suckles on. It's just like,
Yeah.
fucking what? The whole thing's messed up to fuck. But I have to say, I'm a big fan and of the comic. I think whatever comes out, I will end up watching it on Amazon Prime or whatever it's coming out on.
Yeah, so basically you have like the Avengers or the Justice League. That's a better comparison because you have essentially a Superman in there, and they recruit a new person, and the first thing they have to do is to give them more blowjobs. So if that doesn't tickle you, you probably won't like it.
But how are they going to do it and not get into trouble? Like, there's so much like X-rated content in that
Well,
comic
that
book.
was the question with Preacher as well, wasn't it? It was so sort of sacrilegious, and like you had like Desaad fucking petting zoo animals and aardvarks and like allowing paedophilia on his estate, and you had the fucking sexual investigators. They just cut it all out.
Well, the sexual investigators were one of the funniest bits in the comic because from a mix-up, Hairstar gets ravaged by a Yorkshireman
A giant Yorkshireman who then ends up on the top of Cassidy's van with his dick out.
who makes Hairstar not be able to get off unless he's got a pineapple up his arse. I mean, if that's not the kind of level that the boys is going to be able to be portrayed as, it's going to be a mess.
No, it wasn't pineapple initially. It was the fact that he was with a prostitute, as he always was before, and he discovered it wasn't doing anything from him. And then he just had the vision of himself getting raped by the Yorkshireman and was like, fuck. And comes back with a strap on.
I do also remember him waking up to a dog eating his penis. Do you remember that?
Oh, not just his penis, his veg as well. His meat and two veg.
Yeah, all of it's gone. And he also woke up to someone eating his leg.
Yeah, basically, as the series go on, Hairstar just gets like less and less of a man.
And Jesse carves a penis hole into his head.
Yeah, he just like he could like cuts a sort of a straight slash, but because he's bald, it looks like a penis.
So he has to wear a hat for the rest of the comic. Oh, such a good comic! Such a good comic.
Yeah, the cannibals, the hillbilly cannibals that capture and eat his leg. He sits up and they go, "Your head looks like a penis."
Yeah. So on that note, I think the boys could be in for a good ride. But I think
we're laughing about the comic book. We're not laughing about the Preacher TV show. That's the problem.
No, but when we saw Hairstar on Preacher, we were both like, "That's fucking nailed. That's it."
Yeah, that the initiation where he's going through his tests. That was the best part of that entire series.
Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt. 100%.
Yep. 200%. Yep.
Just when that guy tries to choke him out, he starts masturbating. He's like, what are you doing? I am masturbating.
Yeah. You lose. Yeah, so how the hell do we close a podcast after that, mate? I don't know.
Well, I think there's only one way.
Oh, you had to cross the line. Oh, dear.
The line has been crossed.
Indeed. Well, no one's listening at this point anyway. Fuck them.
I don't know. They probably just meant all the best part, to be fair.
Yeah. To be fair. To be sure. Right. So that's the podcast for this installment, I think. As a summary, E3, average for Lee, pretty good for Snare. Watch some TV and look forward to the Boys series because it could be fun.
Yeah, you go read the comic books, man. They're great.
Yes. You must be able to get them for free somewhere by now.
Well, they're on Comixology if you can't.
Yeah. Is it still running as a series or was it a closed series? I think it was a closed series.
The Boys is closed. Yeah, it's done. They kind of finished that pretty emphatically.
Yeah, it's another series I need to read again. But I'm literally staring at Transmet right now and I'm thinking, Transmetropolitan.
I'm actually rereading Irredeemable, right?
There was one like half series I started to get into that was like I had one edition of it and I was like, oh, need some more, but I can't remember what it was now. It was quite an interesting one, but I think Irreversible. Is it Irreversible? No, it's Irredeemable and there's another one that's similar to it.
Oh, is it where he just looks like a child, but he is Superman, basically? That one.
I can't remember. No, ignore me. I'll just have to find it one day and go, oh, it's that one. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, so that's been the podcast today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for getting involved. Thanks for putting up with us wittering on for a good hour of nonsense. Would you like to say anything to the one listening person right now?
Thanks, Dad.
Very nicely done. Brownie points awarded. But yes, thanks for listening, guys. We have videos out every Wednesday and Saturday. If you have liked the podcast, if you're still listening, thank you so much. And obviously, drop us a like and maybe subscribe if you fancy it. Become part of the Overbyte family.
And we're shooting this weekend, so we'll have a review up for you.
Totally cut out, but I think we get your sentiment. Fabulous.
Review soon. We're shooting now. Go, baby.
But yes, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you again soon.
Take it easy, guys.
Okay, love you. Bye-bye. Not you, Lee, the people.
Big kiss.